Hi, my name is Amy Drummond. I'm 24 years old and I live in Fort Qu'Appelle, Saskatchewan. I've been a member of Calling Lakes Paranormal Investigators for 10 years. We've investigated places like the Fort San Tuberculosis Hospital and the Crawford Courthouse, as well as many private residences. We hold a paranormal symposium yearly where we ask different experts from the different fields of the paranormal to come in and give their expertise to the general public. I did pre-interviews for the Beyond series on the Space Channel, interviewing people on things like vampires, ghosts, and past life regression. I've been traveling since I was a little girl. I've lived in places like Houston, Texas, Wyoming, North Dakota, Northwest Territories, and Toronto, Ontario. I did makeup for the Beyond series on the Space Channel. I did makeup on a movie in Toronto called Audition. I have my set safety and set protocol, and I worked on the final 2 seasons of Corner Gas as a production assistant. I've been researching the paranormal since I was a little girl. Many of the books behind me are ones I've been collecting since childhood, and others have been donated by parapsychologist Professor Buddy Wynn. This job would be an avenue for me to continue my own paranormal experiences and research, as well as continue to expand it to the general public. What I would bring to this show would be a curiosity, a wanting to learn, and a wanting to understand. This is Trina LaRock, and she recently had a paranormal experience in her home. So what was it that happened in your home?
Well, I went to bed one night and I closed my door. And we do have dogs in the house, but I usually don't allow them into my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I got ready for bed, like usual, and laid down. It was quite late at night, probably between 1 and 2 in the morning, I would guess. The kids were all asleep already. I have 4 children. I decided, well, it's time for bed. Crawled into bed and went to sleep. And somewhere around, I'd have to say, it was around 5 a.m., pardon me, in the morning. I felt something on my leg.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't quite sure what it was at first because I was still half asleep when I felt it. Once I fully woke up, though, I realized, well, there can't be anything in the room with me. The door is closed unless one of the kids came in. So I turned and I looked at my leg, and I noticed the blankets were moving. And they were moving in a way that it looked like the fabric was being pulled
Mm-hmm.
from the side of the bed.
And when you said you felt something on your leg, like a pressure?
It was the pressure of it was like pressure from the blanket moving. It was
Okay.
whatever that was tightening the blanket around my knees at that time. And so I looked at it and I went, well, it's not bothering me. I'm a little bit scared, but it's not going to bug me. So it stopped and I went back, tried to go back to sleep anyway. At that point,
what did it feel like?
It was just terrifying more than anything. I didn't get any particular feeling off of it. It was more of a, how dare you invade my home.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got very angry, and I think I said some curse words in there, and I told it to get out of my house and leave me and my kids alone.
Mm-hmm. Have other things happened in your home before this? Does your house have a history of these
well,
kinds of things?
yes, actually it does. It has quite a history. I've had quite a few paranormal things happen since I've moved in. Everything from the fire alarms going off when there was actually no fire alarm even present. There was also a shadow that seemed to be within the house, a shadowy presence. My children seen it.
Was there a history in your home from previous owners, or have you ever looked into that as to why those things would be there?
No, actually I haven't, other than I did ask a friend who also has vision. I asked her if there was something in my home, and she informed me that there was a young couple that had been killed on the highway near my place in a car accident, and they were present in there. And that's what had actually set the fire alarms off in the house when we first were there. And it was, they were basically watching over us. They're harmless spirits. They're there, but they don't harm us.
Well, it must feel good to know that
Yeah.
something's watching out for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Sometimes it's scary for the children. I think they're okay with mom, telling them that it's all right. They're fine, they're safe, and so on.
Okay.
So I've looked into it, so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for sitting down with me.
You're welcome.
The paranormal is a field shrouded in mystery. We know it is there whether we want to believe in it or not. Calling Lakes Paranormal Investigators has been featured in the Regina Leader Post, the Third Ghost Stories of the Saskatchewan book, and the Beyond television series. This show would be a way for me to continue to expand my own horizons, as well as that of the general public. In conclusion, to the believer, no proof is necessary. To the skeptic, no proof is possible.